And now for the main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the ring area, weighing in at a download size of 802 megabytes on the Nintendo Wii U, the champion, Guacamelee Super Turbo Championship Edition. Wow, I'm a little choked up after that. Hey everybody, Born Dead, Josh, the old married gamer. I'm here for Hatchet Television. I'm doing a review on Drinkbox Studios' Guacamelee Super Turbo Championship Edition. I think you may have heard that at the beginning. And I know this game came out on other systems in a different format about a year ago, but it's something that's new to me. I saw it on the download store for the Nintendo Wii U. You know, I'm a big proponent of the Wii U. And it caught my eye. That, with my history in production for wrestling, my friends that are wrestlers, my Hispanic background, and hell, just the colors. The colors on this caught my eye. So I saw the video on it, and then July 2nd finally came up, and I got to download the game and play it. Now, with the old married gamer reviews, I review games for everybody, but mostly I like to point out, you know, people at my age, late 30s, early 40s, and Guacamelee, I tried to say. Picking up the game, it was real easy. You get the hang of it. I did have issues with the Nintendo Wii U pad with the layout of the buttons, and that's not Guacamelee's fault. You know, I got one of the wireless controls and everything was cool after that. You have your simple, at first what I thought was just a button masher. You have jump and punch. And then it progresses later on to upgrading your powers, getting wrestling moves, and I'm at a loss for words with this game. Now, this being the first time that I play a game like Guacamelee, I expected to play the game 30 minutes, maybe an hour, do a review, and be done with it. Well, the first time Deb and I both played the game, we lost about 2.5, 3 hours of our life. That's how good the game is. It's not just a simple button masher. You can see with the rooster punch, the rooster uppercut, which my buddy Juan, who's on the second part of this review, calls the cock punch. It's a rooster uppercut. It changes the way you play. For example, you don't upgrade your jump. You don't get hops or anything like that. But if you jump and then you do the rooster uppercut, that'll propel you onto a higher level. So there's a lot of technique to this game. Now, when I first started playing it and I took a look at the map, I hadn't heard any of the other reviews. I've seen tons of reviews now before I did this one. But at that time, I hadn't looked into anybody else's. It definitely has a Super Metroid feel from the SNES. And during the game, there's little homages, not only to Metroid. You see the Metroids in the background and the statues where you get your upgraded powers. But there's also homages to other games. Like, for example, there was the Majora's Mask versus Mega Man clip. And there's so many others that I didn't notice while I was playing the game. But now that I'm going back and pulling footage to do the review, that I can see. The graphics are amazing. It's beautiful. There's a scene when you're walking underneath, I can't pronounce it, but it's this giant cat, snake, serpent thing. And I just had to stop playing the game and look at the colors on the screen. I know this is a time and place where on the PS4 and on the Xbox One, everything has to be super ultra realistic, and you have to see pimples on people's faces, and you need to see them breathing and all that BS. This game has a definite animated cartoon style that catches the eye, and it never lets go. Gameplay, let's talk about that. Like I said, at first it started off as what I thought was a simple button masher, but there's technique to it, and it's not boring, and it's not too hard. It's not gonna trip you out and make you not want to play the game. Like I said, I expected to play the game first, an hour and a half, and I just went hours into it. And then when Juan came over to record the second half of this, boom, 3 hours right there. Speaking of Juan, like I said earlier, this is a 2, maybe 3-part review that I'm going to end up doing. and I'll bring Juan along on the next part. But just for me, myself, and I've also talked to Deb about it, the rating that we give to Guacamelee Super Turbo Championship Edition, I give it a 9 out of 10. Now, why is it a 9 out of 10? Because there always needs to be some type of room to grow. But to reiterate, the graphics are great. The sound, the music is perfect. The gameplay is awesome with a quick learning curve on it. And the story's pretty good too. The only thing that the game is missing is voice acting. But as long as you can read, hey, you get the story. So, once again, Born Dead, Josh, the Old Married Gamer for HatchetTV.com, the OldMarriedGamer.com, all the .coms that are part of Hatchet Television and Echoside Productions. I thank you for spending this 5 or 6 minutes to listen to my review of Drinkbox Studios' Guacamelee Super Turbo Championship Edition. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner, Guacamelee!